Aaron Bradshaw commits to Memphis. Sounds like the Memphis Tigers are going to get a flurry of commitments in the coming days, including potentially my favorite player in the country. More on that when it happens. But for now, they got a former top five recruit, five-star kid that has not lived up to his billing in 2 years in college. Aaron Bradshaw, one of the more underwhelming five stars we've seen in recent memory. Did not get all that much of an opportunity at Kentucky. His first year started 10 out of 26 games, averaged 5 points and 3 rebounds. I thought he looked the part at Kentucky and just was in the mix with that front court with Ugana and Yenso and Big Z. Calipari just couldn't really figure out where he wanted to go with it. He didn't follow Cal to Arkansas. Ended up going to the Big Ten for a year to play for Jake Diebler at Ohio State, where it was a very strange year. He missed games at the beginning of the year due to like an investigation that I just was very unorthodox and ended up playing 22 games, started only five of them, played 17 minutes a game, averaged 6 points and 3 rebounds. He's got to be better than this for this to be worth it for Memphis, but I understand why someone would believe that there's a player in there somewhere. So, what's your reaction to this get for Penny Hardaway?
I guess it's if you're Penny and you're at where you're at with his team and how his recruiting has gone, is it just worth a shot? Like take a flyer on a kid that was a McDonald's All-American? At this point, I think it's worth it for Penny. Do you think that Penny's also pitching him backup shooting guard minutes?
Maybe,
I feel like that's the way to go nowadays.
might be.
But I think like for Memphis at this point, I think it's worth it. Also, we might have to have a discussion, a larger kind of overlying conversation here. Is Memphis poor?
The number that we or I heard, I don't know if you heard it. There was a number thrown around in a group chat we're both in yesterday that would indicate relative to other programs they are poor.
That's kind of crazy. I was under the impression that they were not.
Well, they weren't 5 years ago when they were spending money that other schools weren't.
Ah,
But I
got
don't
it,
think their
got it.
budget has grown since then, and now that budget has become poor.
Yeah, okay. Crazy. And was this I think that's inflation. I'm sorry. Not an econ major. But I mean, look, for Penny, I think it's worth it at this point to take a shot on him. Um, I was not the biggest Aaron Bradshaw guy out of high school, to be honest with you, even though he had all the pedigrees and things like that. Thought he had a lot of things that needed to be put together. Um, he is he's a really bad rebounder for his size. He's extremely frail and gets pushed off his spot a lot. He's billed as a stretch five, but he can't stretch. Um, and I think he just struggles. He gets pushed off his spot by anybody who can bench 185.
So, can that change or no? Like, you think that's just who he is?
Maybe like some maturity and I don't know, proper coaching up, weight room program possibly. I don't know. Also, he might just be this. Um, he is Aaron Bradshaw is the Xavier Booker of Musa Cisse's.
We interrupt this sleepers video to tell you about an offer from Underdog Fantasy. Cart, you love Underdog Fantasy, correct?
Of course I do. Can I have a moment real quick?
Please. Thank you for that. In fact, I'm going to cut you off because our listeners like when we keep these short and sweet. Underdog Fantasy. Sign up as a new user, use promo code SLEEPERS, get bonus funds up to $1,000, 50% of your deposit match. The NBA playoffs are rocking right now. I played Underdog last week with a Cade Cunningham line. I'm looking forward to doing it throughout the entire first round of the NBA playoffs, but there's more. You can place picks on golf. You can place picks on baseball. You can place picks on the NHL playoffs that are rocking right now. Join Underdog Fantasy, promo code SLEEPERS. Support this show so that we can keep bringing videos to you. Back to the video. Wow, that's harsh. If I wasn't out before, I'm certainly out now. I think he's a little bit better than that, at least. I don't know. I Maybe it's a character flaw. I feel like I can't fully give up on Aaron Bradshaw because there were flashes of a really, really good starting center at Kentucky. I think Cal completely mismanaged that front court at Kentucky. That was my read on it the first time. And I don't know why necessarily. It must have been a lack of trust issue with freshman Bradshaw and certainly Big Z being added to the team in the middle of the season. I don't think helped, but um, I don't know. When Bradshaw was just given a little bit of a leash at Kentucky, I thought we saw a good player at times. Then you go to play for Jake Diebler respectfully. I'm not going to hold that against you. Whatever happens to you in a Jake Diebler system and team, I'm not going to hold that against you. They tried to pair him with Sean Stewart, who guess what is also in the portal and looked awful last year. It was a horrible plan from the beginning. It was a horrible fit. Jake Diebler is not the guy to get the best out of you, in my opinion. So to me, this is his final chance at a restart. It's like you're playing the game. You're playing dynasty mode, and you keep quitting before the end of simulation so that you can restart and win the championship. That's Aaron Bradshaw's chance here. And I will say, if there is a coach that I think has dealt with this exact archetype and gotten good things out of a five-star talent with some baggage at center, Penny's a pretty good landing spot for those types of guys. Like this is a guy who really had an awesome year from Jalen Duren. Not that he had baggage, but like he was very good right away. Cisse's not a good data point. You mentioned that as the camp here. Hopefully we can exceed that a little bit. But I mean, he had James Wiseman the one year. He was a total stud. Precious Achua was in that same front court. He got good things out of him. It's a completely different player archetype, but like Dane Danger came as a junior in college that nobody wanted and just had a career year under Penny. So he's been around very, very talented five-star bigs before, and he usually gets the most out of them. I think there's a world this works.
Yeah, there's always a world, I think, with kicking the tires on a 5-star guy. It's just the flashes just haven't been enough for me. And he's a 7-footer that doesn't block shots and he doesn't rebound.
Yeah, it's tough.
And he can't hit threes.
Also tough.
And he is extremely frail.
Little bit tough. He's not
Um,
that frail.
he's pretty frail.
Frail's a strong word.
Is it?
I don't think he's frail.
He's
I think Fletcher Lawyer's frail.
then Aaron Bradshaw's frail too.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is this like big man on big man crime? Like, what is this?
No, I think
Frail?
yeah, he's frail.
What's he listed at?
215.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He might be frail.
He's pretty frail, man.
He's listed at 226.
Oh, I'm looking at ESPN.
Okay. Basketball Reference has him 7 foot 226.
Okay, that's better.
It's a little less frail.
Little less frail. He plays frail.
He does play frail. What does
Plays
he average at Memphis this year?
um it is the American. 8-4.
I bet he gets to like 10-5 and at least is decent.
Hmm.
But overall, you interpret this ad as like I'm really worried about Memphis.
Yeah.
And Aaron
Oh,
Bradshaw,
well,
Doug
no,
McDaniel
sorry.
team
I'm
is
not worried. I'm out.
and Aaron Bradshaw, Doug McDaniel team is spooky a little bit.
Oh, good. Doug is gonna be so upset.
It feels like 2023 Juwan Howard all over again. But I don't know. I'm willing to buy. I liked what Penny did this year. I'm willing to see.